Welcome to A Closer Look. July is Park and Recreation Month. Today we're going to take a closer look at all of the events and activities that Chesapeake Parks Recreation and Tourism have planned. Joining me today is Public Information Coordinator Lynn Jordan. Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell me about this year's theme and what Parks, Recreation and Tourism for Chesapeake has planned.
Okay, so the theme this year is arts related, and it is help us create our story, our park and recreation story. So we usually follow the theme that's established by National Recreation and Park Association, NRPA. And so Park and Recreation Month has been around since 1985, and all park and recreation agencies in the nation celebrate, usually with the same theme. In Chesapeake, we alter it slightly to fit, what we want to do for the particular year. So this year, there are two art-related opportunities, a poetry contest, which will be submitting our entries to NRPA for an overall community poem.
Okay.
And the poet that is compiling that is best-selling author and poet Kwame Alexander. And he is from Chesapeake, grew up here, went to Great Bridge High School.
Well, that's exciting.
Yes, it is. So of course we want Chesapeake to be represented. So we'll hopefully be sharing that throughout the month on our social media. And another opportunity we have is the Postcard Art Contest. So both opportunities are open to people of all ages. And we feel like with Chesapeake Parks Recreation and Tourism, all that we offer through our parks, classes, programs, events, people have memories and stories that they can share. So with the art contest, we're hoping it will inspire people to create artwork. So on a 4x6 postcard, they can submit their artwork, and they can either mail it in or drop it off. And the winners of that contest will receive a one-of-a-kind artwork that'll be compiled by all the entries that we receive.
Wow, that's exciting.
So,
What is the deadline for that?
That is July 16th.
Okay, so we have a little bit of time for that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about the partnership with the Chrysler Museum.
Right. So we were approached by the Chrysler Museum of Art. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary, and participating cities will be having outdoor art to hopefully, promote their museum and bring awareness to people that may not know about the museum. So with the Chesapeake Fine Arts Commission, we will be installing 3 banners in 3 parks: Chesapeake City Park, Battlefield Park, and Oak Grove Lake Park.
Okay.
And so we chose artwork that had elements in the artwork of our parks. So we'll have to see how that will
We'll have to look
how
for
that will
those
look.
because
Right.
there's a lot of parks.
Yes.
How many parks are there?
We have over 75.
That's what I thought. I don't think a lot of people realize that.
Right.
I know we think of the big ones like the City Park and, of course, some other ones as well, but there's a lot of smaller ones. And there's a list, right, on your webpage.
Yes. If you go to www.cityofchesapeake.net/PRT and parks, we have our full listing there.
Okay, and people can find out about events and activities as well.
Yes.
What are some, we're in the middle of summer right now, I should say.
Right.
So what are some of the things that hopefully that you're doing this year that you weren't able to do in the past year because of the pandemic?
Right. Well, we just had Celebrate Freedom. Thousands of people came out to the park. And one thing we all realize is that our parks are essential for our health and wellness. And there were so many people out last year with COVID. Our parks never closed. Our playgrounds did for a time, but that's something that everyone can get out and enjoy. So Celebrate Freedom, we were able to have Tidewater Winds came and performed, and the U.S. Fleet Services Band came out, and of course the fireworks.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful day, so that
Yes,
helped as well, I'm sure.
It really was.
So I know personally I love the dog parks. Those are great, and were pretty much open throughout the pandemic.
Right.
So
That's
the parks
true.
are so important, definitely. So what other events? I know there were some spring events, the expedition, of course, and stuff like
Right.
that. But what other events can we look forward to in the coming months?
So next month in August, we're going to have Sundays on the Lake
Okay.
at Oak Grove Lake Park. So
Okay.
people can bring out their kayaks, canoes, paddle boards, and every Sunday from 10 to 4, that will be available to them.
That's new this year?
That's
Is that
new.
new? Okay.
That's new.
So you can bring your own kayak, or will there
Right.
be some to rent as well?
No, I don't think so. We're
Okay.
still working out the details for that.
Okay.
But
I have one, believe it or not. So
Okay.
I might have to check that out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
well,
So,
unfortunately, we had to cancel kayak expedition
Right.
because of the weather.
yes, that was a pretty heavy rain, if I remember. So
Yeah. So this is something new.
But that was only related to severe weather. So hopefully we'll be seeing that again as well. And
Right.
before we know it, it'll be fall. And you guys do so much. I think of like the ghost train. I know I'm getting ahead of myself as far as what's coming up, but all of that stuff is going to be back again this year, hopefully.
Right. Yes, Autumn Fest. We have Symphony Under the Stars that will happen in September as usual around Labor Day.
Now, I know you guys did the food trucks were sort of a big thing pre-pandemic. Is that something you think might come back in the future, or?
Possibly. I
Okay.
mean, we do have food trucks at our events.
Oh, right.
So yeah.
That's still an opportunity. And if someone has a particular park that may be closer to their home, they can just go on the website and see what activities they have at that specific park.
Right. And something new we've done this summer is pop-up parks. So we brought outdoor programming to just various smaller neighborhood parks for children, adults to come and experience.
That's nice.
We've had owl pellets and furs, animal furs that they can feel and learn
Okay.
about the different animals. So
So
that's
that's
been
nice
popular.
that you're taking it sort of to the neighborhood, so to speak,
Yes.
park. Because there are a lot of little parks within different neighborhoods in our city as
Right.
well. So
That's right.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for telling us all about the upcoming activities and events. We appreciate it.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that does it for this edition of A Closer Look. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.